Hey guys, welcome back to another episode of Nick's Quick Bits. In this lesson, I'm going to talk about expanding our chord vocabulary. Not necessarily learning more chords, more maybe learning one chord in a few other places. And we're going to do that by maybe utilizing some of the caged shape ideas. And I'm going to show you a couple of exercises that you can be doing at home that's going to push you to think a bit differently about what chords you're playing. Okay, so let's get started. So to begin with, we're going to put a simple chord progression in place. Let's do key of A. We're going to do C sharp minor, E major, D major, F sharp minor, C sharp minor, E, B minor, and A. And I kind of played all those chords where you would normally play those chords, kind of using your E and your A-shaped bar chords and utilizing those open strings. But what happens if we were to restrict ourselves, let's say to a certain amount of frets? So in this particular exercise, let's stay between frets 4 and fret 7. So we've got to play all of our chords within these frets. Let's change camera angle and have a little look at how we're going to do that. Okay then, so let's get started. 4th and 7th fret. C sharp minor, pretty straightforward. 4th fret, A string, minor shape, A minor shape. E major, bit trickier. We can't use this open or this closed A shape. But we do have an E here on the A string, 7th fret, and we have the C shape that is rooted on the A string. So we can utilize that C shape, root it from the 7th fret, bar it on the 4th fret, nice E major. We then have a D major, pretty straightforward, frets 5 and 7, and F sharp minor was our 4th chord. So we're not going to use the typical E minor shaped bar 2 down here. We're not going to use this A shape up here either. But we do have an F sharp on the D string. And we have one chord that is rooted from the D string, the D shape, D majors and D minors. So we want an F sharp minor, so we can utilize that D minor shape, but barred on the 4th fret, F sharp minor. So far we have C sharp minor, E, D, F sharp minor. Then we have the C sharp minor again, E, B minor. This one's going to be a bit tricky. We can't use the A shape down here, and we can't use the E shape up here. But if we take that caged, those caged letters, C, A, G, E, D, we can see that the letter G is between A and E. So our option is the G shape. Now you don't see the G minor open shape very often, bit of a tricky one to play. Even trickier to play it as a bar chord. So we could do maybe this. So we have our root, our B, our flat 3rd on the A string, 5th fret, our D, we've got the F sharp, our 5th on the 4th fret of the D, and we've got our octave B on the G string. Could do that. That sounds a bit muddy to me. So let's utilize some more fingers. Let's take away our root note and let's start on our flat 3rd. So we have frets 5 on the A, 4 and 4 on the D and the G, and we can play our 5th and our octave. A nice B minor / D. And finally, back to our A major. Give it a go, it's a good exercise. Okay, let's move on to something a little bit trickier. How about the popular jazz standard Autumn Leaves? Moving on from our triads a little bit. The chords in Autumn Leaves, and they'd be played like this most of the time, A minor 7, D7, G major 7, C major 7, F sharp half diminished, B7, and an E minor 7. Pretty popular way of playing it because Autumn Leaves has this nice fourth movement. But let's leave the root notes to the bassist and be arrogant guitarists for a while. And let's see if again we can play between our 4th and 7th fret. Okay, so A minor 7, pretty straightforward. D7 again, pretty easy. G major 7. We have our G on our D string here, so we'll start with our D major shape, and we can move that octave down a semitone to have our G major 7, a nice D major 7 shape, barred on the 5th fret, G major 7. Next chord, C major 7. We're not going to go down and play the A shape, and we're not going to go up to play the E shape, but we can use the G shape. So that's our normal C here. Now we're going a bit too far here onto our 8th fret. So we're going to cut off the E and the A string, which leaves us with frets 5, 5, 5, and 8 still. But we need this octave to shift down one. So we have our major 7th in there, and we have a nice major 7 sounding C major. So far we have A minor 7, D7, G major 7, utilizing the D shape, C major 7, utilizing the G shape, F sharp minor 7, flat 5. We'll use the D shape again, as we have our F sharp on this D string. Now, F sharp minor, so we start with a minor chord, F sharp minor 7, so we need a minor 7 chord, so we drop this little finger down, which is our octave. We're going to take that down from fret 7 to fret 5. Now we've got an F sharp minor 7, and we need an F sharp minor 7 flat 5. This is our 5th, so we're going to drop this down from fret 6 to fret 5, because we want a flat 5, F sharp minor 7, flat 5, frets 4, 5, 5, and 5 on the D, G, B, and high E string. B7 next. We can do exactly like we did with the C major 7 using the G shape, except this time, rather than keeping our octave down 1, we need to take our octave down 2. So we have our frets 4, 4, 4, and 5, B7, and our E minor 7, final chord, kind of lends itself to the C shape, because we have our E on the A string. A bit tricky to get the D as well, which is our flat 7th. So we'll start on our flat 3rd, our G on the D string. We'll add our D, which is our flat 7th. We'll add the E on the B string, 5th fret, and we'll add our B again, the flat 5th. So we have G, our flat 3rd, D, our flat 7th, E, our root, and B, our 5th. Nice E minor 7 / G. And that should give us all the chords we need for Autumn Leaves, in between frets 5 and 7. All right, guys, that's it from me. I hope you've picked a couple of things up just around practicing and figuring out different shapes, different types of ways of playing your normal chords that you would normally. Hopefully, it's given you a bit of perspective that there's loads of different kind of ways to build a chord. If you've enjoyed it, please leave a like, subscribe, and yeah, I'll see you in the next one. Take care. Bye.